All right, so now we're going to add the last two pieces, and that is sort of an overall bend and an overall spread of the hand. So we just need to add the attributes first. So we'll say add attribute. We're going to say long name, and we're just going to say bend, and we'll leave it at float. Set this -10, set this to 10, click add, and I'm going to turn this one into spread. Then we're going to say -10, 10, and then add. All right, so we have bend and spread. Now this one is kind of interesting. We're going to grab this controller. We're going to go to key, set driven key set, and we're going to set this as the driver and the driven. All right, so you click driver, then driven. All right, because what's going to happen is we're going to set the driven. The driven is going to be basically all of these bends. Okay, so we're going to select the pointer bend, the middle bend, the ring bend, pinky bend, and the thumb bend. All right, so we select all of those, and then this controller is going to actually be bend. So the top controller is bend, and then we want to make sure it's set to 0. We're going to click key. All right, so we basically keyed everything in this position, the hand. Now we're going to go in, select this controller again. We're going to set bend to 10, which is going to be a closed fist, and for now just set all of these to 10. All right, so I'm going to set this to 10, set this to 10, 10, 10, and the thumb to 10. Now, I don't like the thumb being inside the fist. I'm actually going to make it so that the thumb is outside, but you can decide whether you want it inside like that or outside. I'm going to set mine like this, and I'll have to adjust it a little bit later as well. But let me do this. All right, so that's all good. So now I'm going to click key. Then I'm going to go to select this again. I'm going to select this. I'm going to set it to -10, and then we're going to do a spread. Now this is going to be crazy, but we're going to set all of these to negative. Make sure bend is still -10. All right, and that's too far, right? So we can let them overcompensate this a bit on their own, because they can use these individual controllers to do it. The animator could. So I'm going to set these a little lower, and I'm just going to somewhat arbitrarily do them until I like the way they look. So let's say 5. It's not bad, and I think 5 is actually pretty good. That's pretty good spread, or whatever, bend. And I'm going to push the thumb a little farther, like that. All right, that's good. So now with all that set, I'm going to click key. Now if I select the bend controller, you see I can go like this with the whole hand at once. All right, and that's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to set this to, I'm going to just left click and drag all the way down, and I'm just going to hit 0, and it just resets everything to 0 again. All right, now that we have everything set to 0, we're going to select spread as our new controller. All right, and we need to click our pointer controller, middle controller, pointer spread, middle spread, ring spread, pinky spread, and thumb spread. All right, now spread should be set up there. I want to make sure that spread is selected here, and it's set to 0 over here, and I'm going to click key. All right, now if I select the controller spread and set this to 10, this will be, let's say in is where everything's kind of closed in. So we'll set, since this is 10, we're going to spread out. So out is 10, okay? So this is where this one gets a little bit trickier. So you'll see that you want to look at it like this. And we're going to take our thumb, and we're going to spread the thumb out like that. All right, and then we're going to take the, let's actually push that all the way. I'm going to push that all the way, and then I'm going to do the pinky spread all the way. And I'm going to do the pointer spread all the way in this direction. Then you see that some will be positive, some will be negative. I'll move this to about right there, and I'll move this to right there. All right, so this is what I would consider out, right? So that's a 10, and then I'm going to click key. Now I'm going to set this to -10, and I'm going to kind of close them all in a little tighter, okay? So I'm going to take the thumb, and I'm going to bring that in. Then I'm going to take the pinky spread and bring it, let's start with the middle finger and bring it towards the center, maybe by about 1, and then I'm going to take the ring and bring it the opposite direction 1. Then that way I know how far to push the pinky and how far to push the pointer. Like that. Oh, I need to push the pinky a little bit further. And that's good. All right, and then I'm going to click key. And now, if I select spread and kind of do this, you see I can do the spread back and forth. So it gives us that full control over that. All right, I'm going to make sure these are all set to 0. And that's it.